Welcome to the online session of Power Plant Engineering. My name is Vishal Acharya. Today we will discuss about the velocity of steam flowing through the nozzle and friction in a nozzle or nozzle efficiency. And last topic of this lecture is mass flow rate of the steam through a nozzle. First, we discuss the velocity of steam flowing through a nozzle. Here steam is inlet and steam in outlet. For the steam inlet, here condition is the P1 is equal to inlet pressure, C1 is equal to inlet velocity, V1 is equal to inlet specific volume. Here U1 is equal to internal energy and Z1 is equal to elevation of inlet, and W is equal to mechanical work done and Q is equal to heat supply. We had some heat and we have output of the work done. Same condition for the P2 is equal to outlet pressure, C2 is equal to outlet velocity, V2 is equal to the outlet specific volume, H2 is equal to enthalpy of steam for the outlet condition, U2 is equal to outlet internal or normal energy, and Z2 is equal to elevation at the outlet condition. First, here continuity equation or the energy constant equation. Here, according to conservation of energy, inlet condition and outlet condition, energy is constant. So here energy entering to the nozzle is equal to the energy leaving the nozzle. Here we apply the energy P1 plus V1 is equal to flow energy. Here C1 square by 2 is kinetic energy, U1 is equal to internal energy or normal energy, ZZ1 is equal to some potential energy, and Q is equal to heat supply. Same condition for the outlet. Here outlet flow energy P2, C2 square by 2 is equal to specific kinetic energy, and U2 is equal to the outlet internal energy, and Gz is equal to elevation at the outlet, means the potential energy at the outlet, and W is equal to work getting from the nozzle. Here P1 plus V1 into U1 plus U1 is equal to the enthalpy value. We already know that this value. Put in the equation. So we have a value of the H1 plus C1 square. Here P1 plus U1 is equal to H1. So here GZ1 plus Q is equal to H2 P2 V2 plus U2 is equal to H2 C2 square by 2 plus GZ2 plus W. So here in this condition, here we have assumed that the flow or in a shown figure the elevation of Z1 and Z2 is same. So here condition is GZ1 is equal to GZ2. So here cancel out two terms. So getting the H1 plus C1 square by 2 plus Q is equal to H2 plus C2 square by 2 plus W. Here we have assumed that here no heat addition and no work output. So we get the equation is H1 plus C1 square by 2 is equal to H2 plus C2 square by 2. Here we have found the velocity of the outlet of the nozzle C2 value. So we get the object of C2. C2 square by 2 is equal to H1 minus H2 plus C1 square by 2. Here we assume that the inlet velocity is negligible or almost zero compared to the outlet velocity. So here we put the C1 is equal to 0. So we have a get the value of, here we have a convert the H1 minus H2 value in the kilojoule to joule per second. So here multiply by 10 raised to 3, and here C2 square by 2, so here 2 under root 2. So here final outlet velocity is the 44.72 under root H1 minus H2 in a meter per second. Our next topic is the friction in a nozzle or nozzle efficiency. Here we have showed that in an actual condition the steam is expanded at H1 to the H2 path, but in a real condition is H1 to H2 dash path here. So here steam is the expanding isentropically in a theoretically, but in actual condition is not isentropical flow. Here some the friction here, so here the efficiency is less than 100%, and so here some work gain is lost. Here the three type of the friction is present between the friction between the nozzle surface and the steam. Second, the internal friction of the steam and the shock losses. Here for the find out the nozzle efficiency, here in actual is equal to H1 minus H2 isentropic heat drop, and here actual heat drop is H1 minus H2 dash. So here H1 minus H2 dash value is less compared to the H1 to H2. So here we have find out the nozzle efficiency is H1 minus H2 dash upon the H1 minus H2. In term of the kinetic energy, C2 square minus C1 square, C2 square minus C1 square. This is the kinetic energy condition. Here isentropic expansion, mass flow rate of the stream through the nozzle. Here the isentropic expansion P1 is equal to inlet pressure, C1 is equal to inlet velocity, V1 is equal to inlet specific volume, and area of the cross section area at the nozzle at the outlet angle. And P2, C2 and V2 is the corresponding value at the outlet condition we already discussed. Here the flow is the adiabatic, so that isentropic compression process or expansion process here V is equal to Cp C by P raised to 1 by n. We also write that V is equal to C raised to 1 by n into P raised to minus 1 by n. Here gain in the kinetic energy is equal to adiabatic heat drop or the work done during the cycle. Here kinetic energy is C2 square minus C1 square by 2, and adiabatic heat drop to gain the work done during the cycle is integration from P2 to P1 into V delta P. Here we have a convert the V value into the pressure term. So here put the C raised to 1 by n, P raised to minus 1 by n from here. Here C raised to 1 by n is constant value, so outside the integration, and P raised to minus 1 by n into delta P. Here the integral with respect to the pressure drop. So here n raised to n minus 1 C raised to 1 by n, and P1 n minus by n is minus P2 n minus 1 by n. Here the formula used is the integration of x raised to n is equal to x raised to n plus 1 divided to n plus 1. Here put the value of C is raised to 1 by n is equal to V1 raised to P1 by n, and P2 is equal to P2 1 by n. So here convert all the value n upon n minus 1 P1 V1 minus P2 by V2. This is the adiabatic work we have already studied in the thermodynamics and EME. So here kinetic energy is equal to the our adiabatic work n upon n minus 1 into P1 V1 minus P2 V2. Here we have first find out the outlet velocity, because we have find out the mass flow rate. Mass flow rate is the area multiply with velocity and divided by the specific volume at the outlet condition. Area is given A2. We have a find out the velocity is C2 and the specific volume is V2. Here C2 square minus C square by 2 is equal to n upon n minus 1 into P1 V1 minus P2 by V1. Kinetic energy is equal to the work done of the adiabatic cycle. Here we have assumed that the initial velocity is 0 compared to the outlet velocity. So here we get the C2 square by 2 is equal to n upon n minus 1 into P1 V1 minus P2 V2. Here we have a common out here under root multiply with 2, so 2n upon n minus 1 into P1 V1 minus P2 V2. Here we common out the first term P1 V1, 1 minus P2 by P1 raised to n upon minus 1 upon the n. Here we convert the V2 by V1 value also in the pressure term, and we have a get the value is the P2 by P1 raised to n minus 1 upon the n. From the continuity equation, mass flow rate is equal to area into the velocity divided by the specific volume. We have a area, we have a specific volume, and we have find out the velocity. Put in equation this value, we get the mass flow rate here. Mass flow rate is here is equal to A2 into 2n upon n minus 1 P1 V1 1 minus P2 by P1 raised minus 1 upon n V1 P2 by P1 minus 1 by n. This value of the C2 value outlet velocity, and this value is the specific volume at the outlet condition. Here multiply with here V1 square here, so that P1 by V1 cancel out. P2 by 1 multiply in under root, so P2 by P1 2 by n multiply here 2 by n minus 1 plus 2 by n, so here n plus 1 by n. So mass flow rate of the steam nozzle is equal to m is equal to A2 under root 2n upon n minus 1 into P1 by V1 into in the bracket P2 by P1 raised to 2 by n minus P2 by P1 raised to n plus 1 divided by n. Thank you.